The rule of 3 yeses is a technique used to increase the chances of persuasion when engaging in a discussion or debate. It's based on the psychological principle that when someone agrees with you multiple times in a row, they are more likely to continue agreeing with you in the future. This principle has been studied and proven by multiple scientists. In the field of social psychology, one of the study conducted by researchers at the Harvard Business Review found that people are more likely to comply with a request if it is preceded by 2 other requests that they have also agreed to. The rule of 3 yeses can be used in many different situations and is particularly useful when trying to persuade someone to take a specific action. For example, to try a new product, invest in a new business venture, or make a lifestyle change. An example of how this rule can be used in real-life situations is, if you are trying to persuade someone to start exercising, you might first ask them if they are interested in improving their health, then ask if they are willing to make a commitment, and finally ask if they are ready to start an exercise program. By the time you introduce the exercise program, they have already agreed with you 3 times, making them more likely to be open to your main point. Another example is when you are trying to persuade a customer to buy a new product. You might first ask them if they are looking for a new solution, then ask if they are open to trying something new, and finally ask if they are willing to give it a chance. By the time you introduce the product, they've already agreed with you 3 times, making them more likely to be open to your main point. It's important to note that the yeses must be genuine and not forced. Otherwise, it will have an opposite effect, making the other person defensive and not likely to agree. As mentioned before, this technique needs to be used in a transparent and honest way to build trust and not mislead the other person. One study conducted by researchers at Stanford University found that when people feel misled or coerced, they are less likely to comply with a request. It's important to remember that the rule of 3 yeses is not a manipulation tactic, but rather a tool to create a sense of momentum and build rapport with your listener. Additionally, it's important to not only focus on gaining agreement, but also listen to the other person's concerns, objections, and be willing to address them respectfully. A study conducted by researchers at the University of Utah found that people are more likely to comply with a request if the requester is perceived as caring and respectful. In conclusion, the rule of 3 yeses is a powerful technique that can be used to increase your chances of persuasion when engaging in a discussion or debate. By structuring your argument in a way that leads to multiple yeses in a row, you can increase the chances that your listener will be more open to your main point. It's important to use it in a transparent and honest way. Build trust and respect the other person's point of view. But keep in mind that it's not a manipulation tactic and should be used in conjunction with active listening, empathy, and respect.